All right. Let's wait for some people to get in here. I just need to clean some things up. I am freezing down here. Why don't I talk about Lunac anymore? Good question, right? Actually, not really a great question. I do talk about Terra Luna Classic. I just really don't have any like crazy like news for it. And honestly, I was thinking about doing a live stream today with the title for Terra Luna Classic. Trust me, I'm um I'm still in it. I still have my Terra Luna Classic, which I can show you. Um, but there's a lot of other things that I can talk about as well. But I definitely want to talk about Terra Luna Classic. But when I feel like I kind of ran my course with a lot of, or ran its course with a lot of information that I can give, especially with the, like, if I'm talking about where the price is going to go, price predictions, all of those things. I feel like my hair is just like all over the place today. I don't know. If I'm talking about price predictions and, where it's going and different things that are happening and what I feel like should happen, I feel like I've given everything that I can when it comes to just letting people know that information. Yes, I can reiterate it and continue to reiterate it, but I feel like it's just recycled at that point. And I don't want to have too many things that are recycled. I would have other positions that I would be a part of. Yeah, my hair is just absolutely everywhere right now. I understand. Anyways, guys, hit the like button. We got 50 people here already. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you guys are interested, in different videos like this and all of that stuff and things of that nature. Um, you look tired. I am kind of tired because my allergy medication is like a drowsy allergy medication, so I am very tired. Um, it makes me drowsy, and this morning I woke up from the alarm. For some reason, my phone was all the way across the room, so I had to get out of bed, and then I was so tired that I got back into bed and went back to sleep. I usually wake up at 5:30. Um, but today I woke up at like 7 maybe. Um, and every day I have to give myself time. My body has to get used to it, or I guess, I don't know, has to get used to it. I have to take the allergy medication and let it settle in. I can actually breathe this morning compared to yesterday where I couldn't breathe at all. So, yeah. You're here, Trev. Thank you for being here. And good morning, Matt. Good morning, Bobby. Hi, everyone. Thank you for your answer. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I talk about Terra Luna Classic, which if you stick around, I can show you my Terra Luna Classic, and I'm still holding it, still gathering more. It's not something I've given up on. Elmo about the moon. I mean, it's making some moves right now, and I hope that this is the next like meme coin to absolutely explode, because if it does, the amount of Elmo ERC that's going to burn, the amount of um the amount that this can get to, the ceiling that this can get to, is just going to be astronomical. Astronomical. I can't speak. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait to see what this ends up being in the end. And like I've said with many positions, the unknown is what makes it interesting. And Elmo having such a big unknown, right? I realized what it could do, but having such a big unknown feels fantastic, because if it does go the meme coin way, if it does go the way that we see everything run, or a meme coins usually run, then you can see so much more success with Elmo ERC at a much higher level than you would see other meme coins that have run, because of the fact that they have the massive burn element to it. So anyways, Crippy Investor, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate that. I haven't talked about Lunatics token in a while. I wanted to make a video on Lunatics token the other day, but I really don't have a lot of information. I'm wondering what's happening with them. I understand my allergies are horrible. Also, I feel you. Well, thank you. I always feel like I'm alone because every time I go somewhere, I'm like, yeah, my allergies are messing with me, and everybody else is fine. They could breathe fine, and I'm just like over here struggling for air. Do you think Bitmart will have the staking for Elmo? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think their staking is going to be more decentralized. That would make sense for them to do it more of a decentralized level. Now, if Bitmart offers a staking, then yes. But I would probably say that it's going to be more on the DEX level so that they can offer the larger APY and have a larger amount that's burning off. So I believe it's like a total of like a 10% APY. I'm not 100% sure, but then a certain amount is going towards burns and certain amount is going towards your overall amount that you have. So I would imagine it's going to be more on the DEX side or only on the DEX side. Elmo's having a good morning. Yes, it definitely is. As you can see on the screen, Elmo is up 30% right now. It's up to 2.2 cents, almost 2.3 cents. And it's definitely making a move from this level down here of 1.7 all the way up to 2.3, and even from these levels down here, 1.6. And if we look over the last 7 days, right, they were down all the way to here at less than a penny on the 21st, and you could see how that has risen. So people that invested here were able to make so much out of it. It all comes from you having Richie's Plain Talk, 20 gifted memberships. That is phenomenal. Thank you guys for gifting these memberships. We'll definitely go to members only at some point. 20 gifted memberships. That's phenomenal. So yeah, what was I going with this? In the beginning, as you saw this drop down from these levels of 26 all the way down to less than a penny, you saw some selling that's going on, which is something that you will see in any position. If it is something that is truly untouched and, you don't have to factor in all these extra things like max wallets and all those things there. I got to sneeze. Oh. Honestly, that would have sucked if I wasn't able to sneeze. Now I need to get more tissues or toilet paper or something. I ran out of tissues. Um, but um, anyways, what Elmo ERC is doing, right? You see that this has dropped down, but it was because of you had bigger wallets that were selling, and those bigger wallets will now you'll now not have those larger wallets, in all of your listed holders, right? So you don't have to worry about larger sellers when it starts to get to an even higher price. But at the current moment, you saw maybe them make a move and you ended up seeing burns that go through. Let's actually look at the holders. So we have, 2,260 holders within the position. You're looking at more wallets that are kind of split out. And yes, you might have some wallets to where they split up their money. Because it looks like you have a lot around the 3% range, 1% range, all of that stuff, right? So you have some that split some of their money, some that sold some of their money, but the good thing is you don't have those huge wallets. So if they are going to make a move, they'll probably make a move with like 3%, or they'll make a move with 2% or 1% of that 3%. But as time goes on, you will see people that make those sells factoring into a larger burn. So I'm just glad I could breathe today. First meme coin to reach $1. It could be, could easily be. I can let people know, Matt, and me. Wait, can I let people know Matt and me live Sunday morning talking about Elmo and whatever else comes up? Yeah, I mean, I will be live on DJ Trev's channel. If you guys want to go and check out his channel and subscribe to him, I will be live with him on Sunday. Um, Allergies or not, I'll be there. So, yeah, expect that. Thank you for that super chat, by the way. But yes, you can let people know. There was a Jasmine AMA on the 21st. Jasmine was sold by the original owner to I don't know how to say that name, and the top two on the organizational chart, and Jasmine has no debt. Well, I would hope they have no debt because it's technically not a company, right? I'm sorry, guys. I'm like all built up. It's just a mess. But I'm here at least. I'm here. Even though there's a lot of sounds going on, I'm here. Good morning, Matt. Could you please take a look at those two AI crypto man and Swash? I see a lot of potential in both. There's over 3 million, which put them in their watch list on CoinMarketCap. There's over 3 million people that put them in their watch list on CoinMarketCap. Is this the position? So watch list, yes, it does look like 3.4 million that put it in their watch list. Let's look at where this is. So over the last day, it's down about 8%. Over the last 7 days, down 6%. Over the last month, down 35%. Over the last year, it's still up 110%. We saw this hit a high of 6 cents, which currently we're seeing this at a market cap of 3.8 million with $88,000 worth of volume. Obviously, I would like to see that volume pick up. It doesn't really have a lot of exchanges, but it does have major exchanges. You're looking at KuCoin and MEXC. You would expect to see a lot more volume within them if they're launched on those platforms, if they actually have interest with them. Now, I'm not saying they're not interesting. But maybe something that's pushing them away is the fact that you see circulating supply, right? Circulating supply is around 21% of the total supply that you would have. So that could be something that's pushing some people away with this position. Yeah, that's what I would say about that. I do want to look at the market cap just to see if they were diluting the position. It doesn't look like it's heavy dilution that they added to that. So this was at a $12 million market cap. Now, again, at a $4 million market cap. So not crazy. Oh, man. Something's going on. But yeah, I think it's probably just surrounding, and maybe there's other things into it, but it's probably just surrounding the fact that people think that there's dilution, but it doesn't seem like it's as popular. Even though 3 million people are holding this within their wallets, it doesn't look like it's as popular, as many other positions. I gotta turn this. I have a heater back here. It always gets colder than upstairs. Give me a second. I'll be back. I gotta get like some tissues or toilet paper or something to blow my nose. Give me 1 second. But yeah, um, so yesterday, my daughter just turned 3, so we're excited. She grew a lot. We measured her, um, gave her all of her gifts. We had to give um, Harper's old bike to her and buy Harper a new bike, but luckily their birthdays are about a week apart. So Harper's turning 6 in about a week. So yeah. But yeah, this position, I can't say that it's horrible. It's just I have questions about the volume, right? If you're on KuCoin, you're on MEXC, the volume should be a lot higher. So that's something that I would probably question as to why, but I don't have the time to look into that. But that would kind of be my only question here, is to why. I don't know how long this has been out here. Oh, looks like it was at a $204 million market cap in 2018, but then dropped down and then stayed steady. And even in 2021, when things were running, right? You didn't really see this at a crazy market cap. It's at a $20 million market cap. So maybe there's some form of dilution there. I mean, it was at a $1 price. Interesting. It doesn't look like there was much dilution. Yeah, I have some questions there. Last day I watch you guys on Elmo live chat. Great questions. Looking forward to the next time. Yeah, thank you for the membership. Thanks for the membership. I hope staking goes live today. Yeah, I don't know exactly when, but you're welcome. You can. Can you look at Merrill? Am I saying that right? Merle? This is a T? T-L? Myrtle the turtle? So currently at a $973 market cap. That right? $973 market cap. My camera costs more than what this is worth. So yeah, $973 market cap for this position. The volume is insanely low. This is not something I can get excited about. It looks like 0.05% of the supply is out there, meaning that it has so much more of a form of dilution. But over the last year, it's up 97%. Fantastic. Over the last day, it's up 33%. But either way, it does not have enough volume for it to get excited, because if anything crazy happens, like if I look at this and people see this as an opportunity, they buy into it. Well, now it's up 400%, 500%, 7,000% because I decided to look at it, and now maybe somebody is investing into it, right? Where's the markets at? It's available on PancakeSwap. So I don't necessarily think that this is a good position. It has $4,700 worth of volume. But again, a $973 market cap. Not 973,000, 973. So yeah, I'll pass. Let me go back to Elmo, see where that's at. Still up. Happy B-Day for her. Industrial toilet paper, so necessary. Yeah. Are we lagging? I haven't lagged in 700 years. Are we lagging today? Looks like it. Looks like we're lagging. Yo, Matt, can you do a quick review on Swift Coin? It's a micro cap already listed on Coinbase. If it's already listed on Coinbase, I expect it to have a lot of volume. Um, so seeing 4.3, well, I guess if you're listed on Coinbase, you don't have to have a lot of volume, because I don't think KRL has a lot of volume. But Swift is currently at $4.3 million market cap, $1.7 million worth of volume, which is not horrible, especially for the market cap. So that's not bad at all. To see 1.7 million and to see $4 million worth of a market cap, I don't know if that's typical, or if you'll see it hover around there, or if it will be like a little bit higher or usually a little bit lower. I'm not sure. You are looking at 40% of the overall supply, so that may get a little people worried about the fact that you can see that overall position decrease, by 50%. You put in $1,000, they can dilute it, and it'll turn to $500 in a quick moment, a quick instant. So that's obviously not something that people want. Fully diluted market cap would be a $10 million market cap. Again, these are ranges to where we can see so much improve from here. So it does look like something there that could be ready for someone to invest into it. You just got to find the right play. Now, over the last day, again, down about 1%. Over the last 7 days, down about 9%. Over the last month, it's up 5%. In the last year, you're kind of flat, right? You started at this level, saw a large rise, in late 2022 or mid 2022, and then see this start to dial or decrease down at the end of 2022 and into 2023. You saw this kind of level out at these levels. So in the last year, it's considered as the low, right? Or at the low. So you have so much potential to increase from here. Now, the market cap was at a $14 million market cap, or where it hovered more consistently was a $10 million market cap. So expect it to find a way to get up to some of those levels. Now, I'm not seeing any major forms of dilution, which is always a good thing within the position. So right now could be a good time to make a move into it. You just have to make sure that if you're investing for a longer term position, you want to make sure that you know everything that they plan on doing, right? If it's something that died because of the plans, fell under the radar, or use case is not really, going the way that you plan for it to go, then it could be something that's dying because of that, rather than just falling because of the crypto market that's also falling. So you want to factor that into everything as well. So currently it does look like where it's hovering right now, it looks like it's at the lows or close to the lows. So you can expect, at least a 2x, 3x out of the position if you were going to get into it, because of all of these different low points that it's actually hitting right now. These are forms of support. Where we currently see it are a lot of forms of support, and you have so many forms of resistance above it. You have so much room to grow, but make sure you play those spikes well, because it looks like it literally just spikes, but then comes back down to a form of normalcy, which would be the support level. So make sure you're taking your profit as you go, because it doesn't look like something that consistently grows. It looks like something that spikes up, comes back down, spikes up, comes back down, spikes up and holds a little bit, then comes back down. So you've got to play it the way you can see yourself making money, because you can make money with this multiple times if you wanted to get into it. But you just have to play it the right way. It's not about, hey, this is going to be a long-term position, I'm going to make so much money as it's growing and growing and growing. It doesn't look like that's the case. It looks like it stays flat, spikes, drops, and it stays flat a little bit. So make sure you play it the way that you believe you can make money. My audio seems fine. Is it just me, or is Matt's audio flipping out? I don't think it is. I mean, it could be if I'm over here. You might not be able to hear stuff, but you're good. I can't believe it's been 2 years. That's crazy. That you've been subscribed 24 months. Thank you, Fire King, for being here, for being a major part of this channel, not just a part of the channel and just a member, but like being here as a moderator and being a part of this team. It just means the world to me. I really appreciate it. I gave up on all other cryptos. I'm the 100% invested in Elmo only now. So you're 100% invested in Elmo and you gave up on every other cryptocurrency. I mean, I'm not going to say that's the best decision in the world. I'm also not going to say it's the worst decision in the world, but I don't generally go for one position. No matter how confident I am in the position, I don't hold one position, because there are so many other benefits you can get from other things. So I understand how Elmo, I believe, is going to be massive. I believe Terra Luna Classic is going to be massive. I believe, Shiba Inu is going to find its way back up to where it was, if not a little bit further, and hopefully explodes as well. Kronos is going to be massive. All these plays, but the point is that they all have their different time frames that they're going to make moves and different percentages that they're going to grow. And if you have that in your portfolio, it's not just saying, hey, I can gain from here and then take, right? Because if you take, most likely you're putting some back in. So if you have all those different schedules and those different levels that they're hitting, right? Let's say Kronos runs, you can find a way to profit out of that. And now when you take that profit, you can put it back into something that hasn't run yet, or a new position that someone brings up, right? So it gives you the opportunity to profit and get into other plays that you wouldn't have been able to do, or you would have had to spend your own money to do so. You would have to spend extra money in order to do so. So if you're waiting for one play to break out and that's the last play that breaks out, then you end up getting into a difficult situation. However, if it's the first play that breaks out, then you have a better situation. But what are the chances that that's the first thing that breaks? I mean, it could be, right? Elmo could absolutely explode in the near future. But who's to say that something else isn't going to explode first? So I want to be, or have my fingers and toes in a lot of other positions, just so that I can profit from those and put back into other plays that I believe in maybe a little bit more. I really do want to invest a lot more into Ethereum and BNB. Not Bitcoin, but Ethereum, BNB, and I would like to pull that from other investments. That's something that I always do with my stocks. I'll day trade and take the money that I gain from there. I'll swing trade, take the money that I gain from there, and throw it into my index funds, or I'll throw it into my Roth IRA or the kids 529 account. So I'll use a lot of those gains towards the long-term investments that I believe in for consistency. And that's what I want to do in the cryptocurrency market, is take any of my gains that I have over there, throw it into something like Ethereum, or throw it into something like BNB, and maybe even ADA or whatever, right? Those positions that I believe, will still be in the top 10. Not everything will be in the top 10. I think it will change, not because things will come down. It's because others will start to come up. Whatever happened to Luna Classic? It's still here. I still have my Luna Classic. Let me see if I can bring this up on the screen. So it's still here. I still have my Terra Luna Classic staked. I have about $4,000 staked. I have about $153 in my wallet. Then I also have some here. I have 344,000 Luna rewards that's over there. Again, I have 45 or 46.5, I believe. 46.5 million that's staked, and then I also have like 5 or 6 million over in on KuCoin. But yeah, it's still here. Did anyone see that Coinbase is now offering a 19% APY on Atom? No, I did not see that. Let me see if I'm logged into Coinbase first before I go there. The earn. I do see it now. Which I think is better than the percentage I'm getting over in the DeFi wallet, honestly. I don't want to go back and forth, though. I think I have to wait 21 days anyways to unstake it. I have to collect my rewards from the DeFi wallet. I haven't done that in a little bit. When to buy it listing for what? For Elmo? I don't know. Terra, Terra Classic and I are on a Ross and Rachel break, says DJ Trev. So what you're saying is, as some people would say, Ross cheated on Rachel, but Ross would say they were on a break. I believe that. They were on a break. She broke up with him. My audio sucks? Why does my audio suck? My audio doesn't suck. What are you talking about? My audio is perfectly fine. Audio was weird for me, but I left and came back, and now it's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was about because it it doesn't suck. Wait, what? What happened? Is my 80? Is my Give me a second. There we go. I was gonna say, where's my CRO? Why is it not staked? It's at 11.2%. After a whole year with Lunic, we are right back where we started. Absolutely. I don't. So this is the thing. When I'm starting to learn that maybe having too many hands in the pot or too many people to make the decision is not necessarily a great thing. And I've always been a fan of having people make that decision and everybody being in line. But when you have different people that are leading different groups, let's say people that are more towards utility, people that are more towards burns, people that are more towards I don't know, just day trading and swing trading. You have all these groups that are on their own and they start pushing their own agenda and how they feel we should go, right? If everybody has their opinion, you have people that lean with them, people that lean with the others, people that lean with the others, and it ends up getting ridiculous to where you're like, they're trying to prove their point. And it's kind of like a political battle, right? Where they're all trying to prove their point, and whatever resonates with that person that's listening, they will end up moving towards what you're saying. So, and if you find a way to push that agenda that it's not working, right? So the 1.2%, we had 3 weeks and they were saying that it wasn't working because volume went down. Volume was going to go down. And I said this because you had the interest for staking. People were moving on the DEX side. They were starting to stake. You saw the max amount they were going to get to, about a 1 trillion that was staked. So seeing that moving through on-chain activity created the volume, right? Then after the fact, when you add the 1.2% burn, you're not seeing that move in. You're seeing it slowly move in, but not as much. So the volume was going to go down regardless, right? You don't really have a major ability to, trade on chain and buy on chain. So it's very difficult. So it was going to go down. But people tried to push that the 1.2% wasn't working because volume went down. Well, then they changed it to a 0.2%, right? One, it would give more volume for people to create, right? So they create something that creates more volume. And that was the thought process. So they pushed that agenda. And I was saying that's not going to work. You look at the numbers and you see that majority of people are not trading on DEXs. They're not, right? They're trading on CEXs. And we need to make sure that we put pressure or apply pressure to that volume for them to burn. And if we would have done that from the beginning, we would be at a better space. We would be burning so much at this point. We would probably have 1 trillion that's burned off, maybe even 2 trillion at this point, and maybe even recover the whole thing. Who knows, right? If everything gets implemented and we see more and more volume that goes into it, this could have had a major impact not only to Terra Luna Classic, but also to the entire market. And people just push their own agenda saying, no, it's about utility. If you get utility on chain, people will be all for it. And honestly, it just pissed me off even more. I knew that they were wrong. I have studied popularity. I've studied, cryptocurrency, and just as simple as understanding where the volume's going. And it's not DEX volume. So if you are trying to get CEXs to adhere to what you are doing, that is going to be a game changer. If you are just moving over to DEX volume and trying to push all your volume and your agenda over to DEX volume, eventually we would love for it to get to that point. But right now, it's not here. And if you're thinking about pushing a certain position that way, it's not going to work. And it's proven, right? It's not going to work. A lot of different positions always like to focus on the utility side for DEXs. And I want to make sure something like Elmo understands, yes, that establishing the DEX side, the utility, would be fantastic. But don't put all of your eggs into that one basket. Don't spend all of your money to implement like something crazy on the DEX side, and you need to focus on getting the exchanges to adhere to what you do on the DEX side. So if you're doing a 10% burn, try and get them to do some sort of a burn. And it's great to see that they have Bitmart. It's great to see that they're in communications with other exchanges to do the same. That's what we should have done. But since we don't have a team to really decide that's what you're going to do, you have kind of a collective group that votes on what we're going to do. It was back and forth. Hey, change the 1.2%, change it to 0.2%. Let's change it. Let's change it back. Let's focus on utility. Let's have this repeg option. Let's have this repeg option. It's just too much. So it was definitely a lot. It was definitely a lot as we were. LBank is doing the full LBank is doing the full 10%. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. So that's what we needed to do. But the point is that the community, I guess the amount of people that were voting on this, the validators that had their own opinion on what they wanted to do, really kind of screwed up Terra Luna Classic. And now we're back at square one with what, 50 billion coins less in a year. We should be at 1 trillion or 2 trillion coins left, or at best case scenario, we could have been at a level where we are repegged right now. The algorithm is back in place. Honestly, we could have been there. With the amount of volume that could have been there, it would have been crazy. And it wouldn't have just been regular volume. It's 1%. People are willing to have a selling fee for Elmo of 10%. And you're telling me that people wouldn't be happy with 1%. It's 1%. There are exchanges that take 1% every time you buy and sell, right? If you would have done one side or two sides or whatever, you still would only be 1%. I don't understand it. That's exactly what I've been saying about Lunic. Pepe project burning 98% of the supply in 24 hours. Also went from 0.001 to $3.95 in 24 hours. You're talking about a project called Pepe Burn? So it doesn't look like it went from 0.001 to $3.95. It looks like it stayed there. It is at a $197 million market cap. It has $123,000 worth of volume. That's kind of weird. 100% of the volume that's out there over a year. I guess it doesn't look like it made that move that you're talking about. Maybe it did outside of when it tracked for coin market cap, but it looks like it started at pretty much $3.84 and rose to $3.95. But if they're burning Pepe, that's fantastic. You know, that's what it's all about. But if you're physically just talking about this position and how it's burning off its own supply, why do you have 98% of the supply that's in one wallet? That's alarming. 98% of the supply that's in one wallet, which is currently worth $177 million. I don't know about that. Yeah, because of the memberships everyone received, got to refresh the window. So it's too many memberships. One, Richie, thank you for the super chat, by the way. I appreciate that a lot. It does mean the world to me. Hopefully staking goes live today. LBank list next week. NFTs go live the week after that. I think with NFTs, I think so. For me, I always struggle with NFTs. Right? NFTs are great. First of all, they're fantastic. People can find use cases from them. But I think with a lot of plays, you have to make sure you have a major amount of popularity, at least 10 to 20,000 like followers or holders. And if you can have that, that's when you will see a major purchase of all your NFTs. If you have something where you have 1,000 or 2,000 followers or holders, it may not be a point to where you have all those NFTs go to people, right? Because most people are looking at, let's say, 5,000, let's say 1,000, all the way up to 10,000 NFTs that they usually sell. And you can be able to use a lot of that towards burns, towards improving the project, everything that's there. But I think it has to come at a certain time. I think Lunatics Token did a good job because they had 8,000 plus holders within the position. You're selling, I forget how many NFTs it was, but you're selling a decent amount. And I think they did a decent job with their NFT sales. I have 2 NFTs as well. They did find a way to change the pricing a little bit so that you get like 2 NFTs, and then the next one they change the pricing on it. But I think they did a good job. And I think with NFTs, you have to have a certain amount of following. This is why certain NFTs won't work, right? If you create NFTs and you don't have the traction that you want, I would say you refrain from launching those until you have the traction, until you have the following. That's why projects can do it so well. It's because if they have, 10,000 holders or 10,000 followers, you can sell every one of those NFTs. And if you do it for the right price, you will sell every single one, and you probably can even launch a second NFT collection in the future, and you can launch something different, right? So I don't know. I think it will be good to be able to see a lot of the DEX side of things, launch, and then eventually have a use for those NFTs down the line. But mainly focusing on the exchanges will be a big deal. The more exchange listings that you have, the more news that you have, the better this position becomes, honestly. And I think they're doing a great job, focusing on exchanges. And I wanted to make sure that when we did that AMA, that was something that they did focus on, whether it was tier 3 exchanges or tier 1 exchanges. We want to make sure that we get them on board, doing the burns one by one by one. And we can see a major amount of volume that's going through, whether it's 300, 400,000, 1 million, 2 million, 10 million. This project can be massive if it's done the right way. And it looks like, it is. Guys, we have 103 people here. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. I believe 1,000 NFTs, and they will be released during the time of hype. Okay, that's good. 1,000 NFTs is perfect, especially for the count that they have now. But by that time, they may end up having, 5,000 holders or 6,000 holders or 10,000 holders. And if they do, then you know that all of those NFTs are going. You know that I'm buying one of those NFTs. So, or being given one of the NFTs. I would imagine I'm going to buy the NFT. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but still, it's going to be within the hype. It's going to be less than the amount of holders that you have, which is going to be fantastic. And you'll be able to use a lot of that money towards, like I said, burns. You'll be able to use that money towards, setting up other exchanges as well, maybe a tier 1 exchange. But even though you have those tier 1 exchanges, you want to make sure that you're offered on those tier 3 exchanges as well, or some of them, not all of them. Thank you for being a member for 8 months, Crippy Investor. I appreciate that. Look at the DEX chart. They barely got their listing on CoinMarketCap this morning, as they are a new coin. Oh, they barely got it this morning because they're a new coin. Do you think Bitmart burn percentage will have a change at some point? I think they agreed upon the burn percentage, so they're going to stay at that point. I don't think that they'll change it unless you find a way to negotiate it and you go, hey, look, others are doing this. How about you join the team and do it as well? Most likely, with the fact that you agreed upon it, it makes their exchange a little bit more desirable for some people that are buying Elmo ERC, because they have a 6% burn versus a 10 or 6% tax versus a 10% tax. So it could be something where it makes them a little bit more desirable. So I would imagine since it was agreed upon no, that it probably won't change. But the point is that I don't believe that they've done a burn from Bitmart yet. And correct me if I'm wrong, DJ Trev, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe they did a burn on Bitmart yet. And it's going to be something that is a collective burn, right? Something where they collect it for a month in the first try burn. And then I believe they're going to be burning more frequently from that overall amount that they get. So all the burning that you've seen so far has been from DEX volume rather than just from the CEX volume. I'm not around that much anymore. Used to be in here every live stream, but since I moved countries, I'm not able to do that. I'll keep supporting you, brother. I appreciate that a lot. Hopefully, you're still doing things with lunatics. Obviously, you still have that in your name. But I appreciate the support. It means a lot. You're always welcome, Crippy Investor. Yes, that is true. You saw the new Luna Classic burn project? I have not. What's the detail behind it? What's what's up with Chronos? What's going on with Chronos? Is it still decreasing? And it's currently at 5.9 cents. Um, Nothing crazy. I know people want to see this up so much, but in due time. I feel like I have to sneeze. Come on. When you have to sneeze and then it doesn't come out, that is the worst feeling in the world. I'd rather get stabbed in a non-deadly part of my body every month than go through not being able to sneeze every day. Like having the feeling of not being able to sneeze and then not sneezing. I'd rather get stabbed every day. It's so bad. I hate it. I finally seen another pink badge. What does that mean? Oh, another with a pink badge. Hey, Matt. My Luna tokens is stuck on Terra Station and won't release. Do you have any solution for this? Are you trying to get it off of there on the app, or are you saying that it's stuck on there because you need to send it to a certain place to off ramp it? Which one? Because if you're using it on the app and you're trying to do something, you may not have the same um, ability that you would have doing it on the desktop version, being able to send it anywhere. Off ramp it. Okay, there's certain places to where you can off ramp it. I would say um, you can send it to you can either send it to crypto.com, which a lot of people end up doing, or what you could do is a cheaper way because crypto.com sometimes has inflated prices, either inflated or deflated prices, depending on what you're doing. Like if you're selling, they're going to give you the lowest price possible because they want you to sell for the cheapest price. If you're buying, they're going to basically give you the highest price possible. And sometimes that's the case. Sometimes it's not, but sometimes it is. Um, I would say what you could do is you could send it to KuCoin. You can't really off ramp it there. I haven't had success off ramping it, but what you could do is change it to a certain cryptocurrency to where you can send it now to Coinbase. So I send it to two different places. Um, and then you can, once you do exchange it for, say, USDT or exchange it for something else, right? That's cheap and you can send it over to Coinbase, but you have to make sure you do tests because you don't want to send all of your money over to one spot and then you don't have or you don't want to send all of your money over to one spot and you send it to the wrong network. That would be horrible because then you lose all your money. It won't release from staking. Okay. So it should release from staking. You're probably, are you doing it on the phone on your mobile app, or are you doing it on the desktop? I've been stabbed before. The block sneezing is nothing compared to it. I said a non deadly part of your body. How long is it supposed to take to unstake? It's like 21 days, isn't it? The desktop. It should release, but it takes a while to unstake. So it's not going to be something that happens immediately. I would swap for a stable coin if you are wanting to capture some profit. That is true. If you swap for a stable coin, you're not going to see an inflated price situation. So you can send that stable coin over to crypto.com and not have a problem with the price when you end up selling it, which is a good thing. The only thing is that um, you may end up paying a decent sized fee for off ramping it. But you're right. Hey Matt, when is the next AMA for Elmo? Would you like to host it in case if there is one in the near future? So the problem with me hosting anything is the fact that I was talking to somebody about this. Somebody came to my door and they were like, "Hey, can we schedule something out for like a meeting or something like that?" And I was like, "If we schedule something out, I guarantee that I'm probably not going to be able to do it. Like it's so difficult for me to schedule anything out. Like this month has been the busiest month I've ever seen in my life. Like today, um, we have, and it's only going to get worse as Hayden gets older and Harper gets older and they do more things. Harper has a swim class, and we're going to go see right after the swim class. We're going to go see Little Mermaid. I have to get my hair cut. I have to go to my brother's house and get my hair cut right after the Little Mermaid. Like it's like I just feel like everything is super busy. Then I have golf tournaments. I had 3 golf tournaments already. Um, and we have another golf tournament this Friday, tomorrow. Tomorrow, today's Thursday? Yeah, tomorrow. Um, so and that's taking up the later end of the day, so from like 1 o'clock until like 6. But then in the morning, I also have a meeting of some sort that I can't remember what it is, but I have different things. It's just ridiculous. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Hayden. Yes, thank you for saying that. Happy birthday to your little girl. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. How do I sell Elmo on Uniswap V2? I can't sell. Yeah, try selling on V3. But either way, you're going to have to, if you sell it, you have to include the factor in for the taxes. So I don't believe they do that automatically. So you have to do the slippage in what the price is going to be. So for any time something has a tax, you want to factor in whatever that tax is going to be. So 10 or 11% when you sell it, that's what you have to do. Do I pay taxes? Do I pay taxes? Yes, I pay taxes. I freaking hate paying taxes, but yeah, I do it. The next Elmo AMA is Sunday. Oh yeah, at 8 a.m. Between me and Matt. Is that considered an AMA? I can ask him anything. He can ask me anything. I think that's more about like what we think about Elmo and our opinions about Elmo, but then also having some more information um, regarding the direction of Elmo. And it's great to see things pump. I hope that we see things run at those levels. When you're in that stream, I guess I can in the chat, I can put the buy Elmo in the chat, or something related to Elmo's socials to be pinned when we're watching that or when we're involved in that. Elmo has a staking meeting today. They will tell us everything after that meeting. But actually, I believe Elmo team members will be available for questions. Yeah, there we go. We could ask you anything, DJ. Let me charge this, actually. I should go. I wonder if I have any time to go to the driving range. All right, we got about 5 minutes to this live stream, and I got to post some videos. Yeah, then Harper has her swim class later. I just hate how busy I am. I mean, I like being busy, but I also don't like being busy at the same time. True prediction of what Elmo's peak is at. My true prediction of Elmo, I'm looking at Chronos right now. My true prediction of Elmo is honestly like the sky is the limit for this position. Right? And I know people don't like to hear that. They want to know where it's going to be, when it's going to be, and how much they're going to make, right? You want to hear all the different details, the specifics. But honestly, as we see the overall supply decrease and we see the interest pick up, right, from different people that are talking about it, whether it's me or the next person or the next person or the next person, right, the next influencer, right, you could see the interest that continues to pick up. And if that interest is picking up, people are deciding to sell some of it. You see some more burns. You see the overall supply decreasing. And slowly but surely, that gets down to a level of, a 100 million coin supply. And now you're looking at a $10 million market cap at a 100 coin supply, or you see more interest and you see a 20 or 30 or $40 million market cap with a 100 million supply. So honestly, you're looking at a way higher price than what you would have seen in the past. Or maybe you even see a $100 million market cap with a 100 million supply, a $1 price point. So the sky is the limit for this, and I honestly don't know where it's going to go, but I know the direction that it's going to go, and that's up, right? From where we are and where we were at the lowest point, I mean, those points are, once we find a level of comfort where we can stay, those points are going to be non-existent. So you're going to be at profit from there all the way until we get up to whatever the high price actually is, or whenever you decide to sell and stop watching it. I don't think Classy will ever stop fighting for Lunik. Well, he's a validator, isn't he? I saw a Classy Crypto video about you sticking your guns about burning Luna Classic. Me? You're talking about me? Oh, he made a video talking about me sticking to my guns about burning Terra Luna Classic? I'll have to check that out. I didn't see, like, he actually mentioned me there. Because I feel like I've been... Well, peace out then. Unsubscribe. I apologize. Tom. Sorry that you unsubscribed. I don't like when people are unsubscribing, but, if I'm not answering you fast enough, I apologize. That's just something you may have to find an answer somewhere else. I apologize, though. Bro, when are you going to review Doge GF? Not telling you, but asking. There's not a question mark behind that, though. I watch your show all the time. Well, I appreciate you watching my show. It doesn't mean the world to me. I was at the golf course the other day, and it's always great when people recognize me for a different thing, right? Some people will recognize, I'll get into it. Some people will recognize me for, my YouTube channel here, and they'll be like, oh, I watch your stuff. There was somebody at the Philadelphia premium outlets, and we were there just shopping and, getting some stuff with the kids. I think it was both of them. Did we have both? We have both kids, yes. So we were there shopping and getting some stuff, and they were playing on the playground and all that stuff. But somebody came up to me and they were like, oh, I watch your show all the time and everything. And it's always great when somebody comes up to me. They basically said, they were like, yeah, I thought it was you. I saw you come in here a couple of times and I thought it was you, but I wasn't sure. And I was like, nah, it can't be. So, yeah, it was. And I had a conversation with them, see if they were investing into crypto and everything, and how much they invested, everything there. It's always great. But the point of the story is that somebody recognized me for a different thing. somebody recognized me for my golf channel or my golf TikTok. I guess I had a couple of videos that I made on in some golf course, and they were like, "Hey, I thought I saw you at this scramble that we do every single week," and I was able to talk to him a little bit about some golf stuff. So it's always great when somebody interacts with me, even though I'm introvert. Somebody interacts with me over something that they have seen, especially that's related to what we are doing at the current moment. It's just fantastic. So if you see me, don't feel horrible to come up to me, even if I'm with my family. Just say what's up and you watch and everything. It's always great to know that we have real people behind the other side of this, not just bots or anything. It's real people. Currently, this Doge GF is at 15% increase. $3 million market cap, $80,000 worth of volume. Not really the best situation. See $80,000 worth of volume. You want to see a little bit more. Let's check the markets. So it doesn't look like there's many markets, so that's understandable, right? You're only looking at Uniswap and SushiSwap. So if they find a way to get on other markets, then it could be something a lot bigger, because right now you're just really looking at DEX volume. If we look at history, how long this has been around, since 2021, you would expect to see so many more markets associated with it. So that decrease is understandable, right? Not just a decrease for the overall, price movement and how the markets have been moving, but understanding that they have not changed, right? They haven't added any DEXs on board. And if you have no DEXs no CEXs that are on board after all of that time, it really doesn't make sense for anybody else to put their money into it and see you not make a move into some of these places where the high volume is. So that's something that really does hit me or rub me the wrong way. So I probably, if I was looking to invest into this project, yes or no, I would say no, because they don't look like they're changing, that they're staying with that DEX volume. And maybe it's for good reason for them, but when it comes to volume, you're not going to see the amount of volume you want to see if you're not going to be listing on some of these CEXs. So that would be my opinion of it. Just looking at the overall year outlook of it. But a longer period, but through the year, you can see this is at a low point. So if you're looking for a larger or a gain here, right, something where you can probably gain a quick buck, you have to find the right moment. And currently it is at a lower point. So you may end up seeing a little bit of a push, but still, it's not something that I would put heavy stock into that would gain me 100%, right? I don't know why people keep on saying the audio sucks. The audio is perfectly fine. My nose is like... All right, we're at the hour point, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, some YouTubers can give you info, but always do your own research. Absolutely right there. You're absolutely right. But like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, yes, he mentioned you because a lot of people forgot about burning and went to a use case in the project had went now nowhere. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I'll have to check out the video, but I 100% agree with it because it was something that was pushed heavily. It was like use case, use case, use case. And yes, we want use out of a cryptocurrency. We always want use, always. People ask you, the first thing they ask you if they're new to crypto, they're like, well, what's the purpose of owning cryptocurrency? What's the purpose of you buying this cryptocurrency? What am I going to do with it? But it's not about what you're going to do with it right now. Eventually, yes, we'll get to a point to where we will be able to use it. You establish those use cases and then you move on from there. But it's about creating the most popularity that you can. And if you already have all of the different platforms that you're trading on, well, now you have to focus on where that utility can come from, because you exhausted all paths, all exchanges and levels of volume that you can see, right? With Coinbase, KuCoin, everything. So people have the ability to buy it. Now they just need a reason to buy it, right? So that's really where you stand with a lot of those larger cryptocurrencies that um, already trade on some of these platforms. But ones like Elmo, right? Elmo is not tradable on every crypto platform, so it gains a ton of hype as it is growing up to that point. And what you do during this period is you try and establish things that will have a larger benefit for the holders, so that when people see that you got to a point where you're listed on every single platform. Well, now you have all these options out here to improve your situation or use Elmo in a different place. Um, so that's why you establish it and you focus on building the volume, and then you um, focus on more of that utility side of it after that. Um, but with Elmo, it's always going to be a focus on how much the supply ends up decreasing to. And it's going to show you that deflationary positions are where it's at. Because if you decrease this position and it becomes a little bit more popular and more popular, more popular, as you see you decrease the supply, it just gets better and better, right? So anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. Make sure you guys go and follow my my Patreon if you guys are interested in following this. Let's do it a public form. You go follow the Patreon, sign up for one of the levels. You know, we've been posting different things, intro to trading patterns. We had Shanghai Inu that was up 4,000%. You know, you have a bunch of different stuff that I post on this place here if you guys want to go and check it out. Also, you can reach out to me directly. And you know, we can chat it up, and if you're at the highest level, we can see that we have the one-on-ones and stuff like that. So feel free to go and check that out. Link is in the description. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.